was when I realized that, of 2019, I realized that, I had severe depression. So me being able to put myself out there and not isolating, being socially involved with my friends, with my family, that played a big part in trying to cope, with my mental illness, and I guess treating it on my own part, apart from therapy.
So, what can you tell me? Tell me about your experience within quarantine and how you've been coping with it and how you feel mentally? Where's your head at right
now? I guess quarantine is I don't know. A lot of my thoughts on it have changed over time. I guess at first it was not a good thing because not being able to see your friends, whatever, not being able to do the normal activities that you're used to doing outside and socially.
Hands up. Hands up. Turn right now. Love you. Bye. Tell your mama I said hi. Bye.
And once quarantine happened, it was okay, I can't do those things. So it kind of got very stressful for me at first. Having fears of staying in a very low state of mind because I wasn't able to do certain things to pick myself up, But I guess as, this month has flown by,
right,
it's not a bad thing anymore to me because I guess I've acknowledged how, I do need to be with myself. I need to be able to sit with myself. I need to be able to look at myself on my own, I feel in my social interactions with people, I used to use that to kind of not sit with myself and not, look at the things that I need to improve on or step my game up in to, I guess treat my own mental illness. And I think that with me being able to sit with myself and actually observe myself because I'm literally with myself.
Yeah, all the time.
Right, and it kind of put me in a place where I was forced to do that, and I see that that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's kind of hard, I guess, keeping up with treatment. I'll still have Zoom calls with my therapist, but it kind of makes it hard to make as many calls as I can, also because I have my brother, Genie, 10 years old. He has his own digital learning that he needs help with, and I'm the home to help him. So that kind of can get stressful. And on top of that, having my own schoolwork that I have to do. And I know it's not just me thinking that these teachers, these professors are adding a lot more work for us. But there's a lot on my plate. I have my brother I have to worry about. I have my mental illness I have to worry about. I have my job that I still have to worry about because I am still an essential worker. so I'm still working around this time. And it gets kind of hectic for me. Like, I guess, like, the positive part of this whole thing is that, like, since I'm forced to, like, sit with myself and, like, you're still hectic, and you think that they would some sort of time with myself to, like, reflect on my mental illness has helped prepare me for this. You know what I mean? It's like I'm working on myself while I'm doing the work for myself. I mean, at first, like the first few weeks of quarantine were very difficult for me. Like, it was originally, like, even before quarantine, like, originally it was very hard to get up in the morning, like, being motivated to do the things I needed to do. And, you know, now that I had to be home, and, like, I guess what is that? How do I even explain that? It's like the fact that, you know, beforehand I had a lot of things that I needed to do. I had a lot of responsibilities I needed to do outside of my house. And the fact that I didn't really need to do the same amount of, or put in the same amount of effort because I had to be home, it was very hard to stay in the same, like, routine of, like, getting up and, like, you know, trying to be productive throughout the day. Like, I just wanted to sleep all day and did not want to leave my bed, did not want to do anything. And, you know, a lot of the change, or, like, the source of, like, where the change, like, came from is, like, acknowledging the fact that I have a 10-year-old brother who, like, needs to stay on top of his schoolwork, you know? He's in special ed, he deals with ADD, he needs a lot more extra help than a normal 10-year-old student would need. And, you know, me being the one that's home, you know, that's another responsibility that I need to take care of. And, like, that's been really my motivation getting up. You know, not only that, like, he has, like, 3 teachers that call him every day during the week to, like, help him with different subjects. They're like, and, you know, they contact my phone to speak to him, so I have to be up to be able to call him, tell him, like, you know, you got to get ready, you have to do this, you have to do that. Also keeping him in the routine of, like, he's getting up to do school, you know, like, getting him up, telling him to brush his teeth, telling him to take a shower, telling him to get ready, you know, making him breakfast, making him lunch. Like, those are the things that I need to do, and, like, as, like, his older sister. And I guess, like, putting aside my I don't know, it's like, because, like, depression is, like, a feeling of, like, it's like, oh, you feel like something's lacking, you know, like, you don't really, I guess a good way of putting it is, like, having a purpose, you know. And with me being home and having my brother here, that gives me a purpose, you know, like, I need to get up, you know, I can't just, like, lay down in bed all day, and then next thing you know, his own education is, like, being let down, you know what I mean? Like, being able to, like, put him before me, that's what's been motivating me. I guess, like, just trying to take advantage of, like, you know, the things that I could do, you know, or, like, the things that we were, like, able to do when we could.
I look at my
you know,
Snapchat.
Obviously,
I look at my Snapchat all the time, and I'm like, like, I took you for granted.
I know. And, like, just trying to, like, you know, it's like we have all these opportunities, you know, no matter how big or small. And, like, right now, it's, like, very hard for, like, not only us, but a lot of people to do certain things that they wish that they could do, you know? And, like, that could be, you know, financially, that could be socially, that could be, you know, just for yourself. And I feel like, you know, hopefully like I do, like, you know, get some slack from my like mental health after everything. And like I'm in a better place, you know. And like I am hopeful for that, because like, you know, I've already seen a lot of change in like my own actions towards like, you know, my own self-treatment, apart from my, you know, therapist. But I just hope that and I hope that we can, you know,
move forward, put it behind us.
Right.
Yeah.
So in the beginning, the idea of having online classes for the rest of the semester was pretty exciting, because, you know, I am a little bit lazy. So it was just like the idea of having online classes for the rest of the semester just seemed like it would be a lot more easier. But as the weeks went by, the adjustment of now having online classes and not going to school physically, it did not turn out as exciting for me as I thought it was, because it just made me a lot more lazier